Hi again. My name is Rebel and I'm the Rebel Reseller, and today I have got to make some videos on stuff that we have been picking up probably the last 3 or 4 weeks, because we haven't even finished the stuff from our Connecticut, New York trip.
We
But
still got stuff in this here from
from
before that.
before that.
So you're going to remember where you got all this stuff?
No, not at all. If it has a price on it, we'll know how much I paid for it. But otherwise, some things ring a bell with me when I'm looking at stuff, but some things it's just now becoming
A blur?
a blur. Definitely a blur. So let me just go ahead and start. I see. First thing, I don't remember. I think I picked it up at that churchyard sale. Paid $1 for it. I'm gonna get this off, y'all.
Do better than we do.
Yes, words to the wise, especially if you're going to leave stuff sitting in your truck, even for a couple of hours while you're yard selling, get those stickers off because they leave marks. And then if you try to clean the marks off, you just start damaging stuff. I've got to do better about pulling stuff off as we're walking to the truck or as soon as we get to the truck. But this is a day planner. It still had all of this stuff. It doesn't have its guts in there, but those are things that are, I guess, is perpetual,
it's
right?
a refill.
It's a refill. I swear when I looked up comps on this, it was going to be $40, $50 for this one. It is a very nice one. So definitely keep your eyes open for these binders. And then I think this was last weekend's yard sale. Look. Build-A-Bear, Stormfly, I believe his name is, from How to Train Your Dragon.
I saw a thing. I think they're making a live action of that. A live action movie, I think.
I don't think this is one of the high dollar ones. I know I just recently picked up a Night Fury. I might save them from a whatnot, or I might get them listed depending on dollar value. But I want to say $12 to $15 on this. I just loved this. Look at this, and it's vintagey. Let me set it up so I can show you properly. I paid $2 for it, but look how cute. It's 2 peas in a pod. And it's by, this one had a tag. Let me put my glasses on. It's been washed. Washed to non-existence. Definitely vintage though. I'm hoping $15 to $20 for it. Their eyes are in nice condition too.
So I had to Google it. The live action How to Train Your Dragon is coming out March of 2025.
Oh, we got a little while.
You got a ways though.
Got a little way. All right. I pick up almost any of these as long as they're in good condition. There is one that comes out. It's Snuggle Bear. There's a contemporary one, and I swear it seems like everybody has dried it. Every one I see looks like it's been dried, and it's just really, really matted. Don't wash and dry your plush. Wash them, yes. Air dry them. I even do loveys. I don't even dry loveys. But this is Russ and the Snuggle Bear. Most of these were from like the 80s. Yeah, 86. It's going to need a bath. For some reason, it seems like the inside of here is just a little discolored. Probably just from lots of use. But it's in overall really nice condition. I'm hoping maybe $10 to $15 for it. I love picking up smalls. Let's see. This one is, of course, a Little People. I tend to put like 2 of them together and list them for $9.95. They all have a number on the bottom. If you type in Fisher Price and that code on the bottom, it'll tell you exactly what set it came from. And sometimes I try to match them up with maybe if I have the other one. Usually it's like a couple of figures that go to the same set. And then I grabbed all of these. These are all mega blocks, I believe. I tend to put these in small lots, and I can usually get like anywhere from $12 to $20 depending on how many of these blocks I put together. I had to grab this. It is Embrace, which is Platinum Management, 1991, but it is the nylon fabric, like puffalumps but not puffalumps. It does need a bath. I just thought it was very interesting, and I like that brand. So I'm hoping, I don't know, $30+ for it after it gets a bath. I did grab this. I want to say, see, this was maybe 2 weekends ago, but it is Pokemon Center. When you Google Lindsay's, it tells you what the character was. I paid $3 for it, but I want to say it was 20+. I'm not sure exactly what the number was, but I know it was definitely worth picking it up. But some of these are just bread and butter. You know, the tags always kind of look like this. Some of them are bread and butter, but some of these are big time bolos. This was just something, it was $2. I decided to grab it. It's metal and it was vintage. It says New Ray 1999 Speedy Power. I didn't even check comps on it. But I'm still hoping at $2, I'm hoping at least $10+ for it. It was in really good condition. And then I did grab this. Look at the satchel, the bag for it. And of course there is a Build-A-Bear. Let's see if he talks. Nope. But he does have something in there where he did talk. But Build-A-Bear, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. He does have his weapons. I'm sure that's going to add value to the lot. And I'm probably going to keep it together. But I don't know. I'll try to have comps up there. I'm hoping for at least, let's say, $15, $20+ for it. I think this was from an estate sale I picked up. And there's a whole bag of stuff here somewhere. I want to say I paid like $75 for a huge bag of, like a IKEA bag full of vintage stuff. Oh, look at this. Peter Rabbit. It is also Eden. And it says try me. Oh, it's a puppet. So yeah, that's the try me part of it. I was like, oh, look how absolutely adorable. I didn't check comps, but I tend to pick up most things that are good condition, that are Beatrix Potter, Peter Rabbit, and definitely Eden. I'm hoping $15, $20 for it. The original price on here says $22. This is a Robert thing. How much did you pay for? Oh, $8 each. Oh, we never pay $8 each for clothes, but
Especially ones that look like
I know. Look
that are
at this.
stained.
They are very stained, but they are Ed Hardy.
That one doesn't say Ed Hardy.
Oh,
it
isn't.
It says the same company that makes Ed Hardy stuff made those.
Oh, Christian. I don't know.
Augier or something like that.
Augier. I'm trying to see.
It's too fancy a word for me.
Yeah, denim. Look at just how ornate they are. I think somebody's going to have forgiveness for the stains on this. They'll just make it distressed, grunge looking.
I think in good shape, those go for like 80 or 100.
Right. So even if I list them for like 50, hopefully, you know, it'll be well worth the money spent. And then he did buy these also, which are the Ed Hardy ones. So
They were $10, and she said if I bought them both, she'd do 8 each.
Yeah. So again, what do you remember the comps on this?
It was in the $80 range, also 80 to 100 range, also.
Yeah, we don't find stuff like this very often. So it's a fun thing to pick up because it's something different. It's not Wranglers and Levi's and all the stuff that we normally pick up. I grabbed this. This is G.I. Joe. It's called the Terrordrome. I paid $40 for this. But, y'all, if it had been complete, there's solds on eBay right now for about $800 for this thing. I'm not even going to try to check and see if it's complete. My total plan for this is to sell every single piece of this. There were like some listings that had like 3 of these for $40 and $50. So I'm just going to take off as many pieces of this as I can because there's no way I want to ship this. Absolutely no way. It is monster. And then I'm just going to piece it all out. Somebody had already beat me though. Somebody else came earlier and bought all the G.I. Joe figures. So I lost out on that part, but I plan to make tons in profit on this particular item. Some of the pieces are broken, and that's kind of also why I'm not going to even try to sell it in this condition, intact as it is. But man, what a find. This was definitely a vintage weekend. Look, I just picked up at that church sale. This video is going to be several weeks after the church video. But I picked up a ton, probably a dozen vintage My Little Pony. And then we stopped at a yard sale this weekend. The prices were ridiculous. I mean, ridiculous on a lot of stuff. And then I walked by one of the tables and look, $5, vintage My Little Pony. Now, even the little clasp here works. Sometimes these are just not. And look, it is full of accessories, packed with at least 2 of the My Little Ponies. Somebody asked, how do you know instantly? Like when I went to that church sale, I knew instantly those My Little Ponies are vintage. They look different. You'll have to compare it to a non-vintage My Little Pony, but they're more of a matte color. And then if you really want to get into details, on one of the feet, one of the bottoms of the feet, it gives you a year. It'll say Hasbro, it'll say Hong Kong, and then it'll give you a year of this. Oh, wait, there's even more ponies in the back there. Right back there, see? I don't know what I'm going to do with this. If I'm going to sell the individual pieces, sell the ponies separately, but keep all of this together. I don't know. Just such an amazing vintage find. And at that same yard sale, I think these were the only 2 things I purchased there. I saw this, and it was $1. But it was one of those TV trays, metal, for Dora the Explorer. But it did say on here, yeah, 2006. Not quite vintage, but old enough that, you know, somebody could be looking for this for nostalgia reasons. I just loved it in such good condition. And then I'm going to show you these 2 things, but they're big and they're heavy.
This is from an old church sale several weeks ago.
And I think we talked about it because, oh yeah, there was a guy in front of us that had an amazing mid-century modern bowl. But here's one of the things we picked up. We picked up 2 juicers. This one is Champion. Look, right here, $7. And I think the comps on this were,
I'd say 150 to 200.
I think, yeah. We just got to make sure it works. But yeah, $7 into probably at least $100, $150, I think. And then sitting right next to it was this. Now it is Ball, which if you're a canner, you know that brand. But this is another juicer. It's got its parts up here. It's got its instruction booklet. We paid $8 for it, and the comps are
about 100.
About 100 for it. And these I'll probably, as long as they're working, I'm probably going to list them intact and have Robert pre-pack them for me. But that other one that I showed you is heavy. It'll probably be something I'll do UPS ground. I showed in the previous video from that church yard sale, I picked up 3 Magic Nursery dolls and one of the pets. I show this in the video. I didn't pick it up initially because it has definitely had a haircut. But I bought it because maybe somebody will want to, what's it called when you fix their hair? You know, redo their hair on this one. Look at that face. It's got that little tooth hanging out there. But for the outfit, I only paid $1 for this. So I'm definitely going to sell the outfit by itself. It's probably maybe $10 to $15. So I just went ahead and grabbed it. But I think I will list the doll just because I know there's people out there who can redo the hair for it. But it would have been so cute if somebody hadn't given it a haircut. All right, and then I grabbed this tote, small tote of Little People. And Courtney of the Bryles bunch was also there with 2 of her kids. And I'm pretty confident that she picked up the Noah's Ark and didn't realize or left behind some of the figures. So I'm going to go ahead and get in contact with her, because here's the flag and Mrs. Noah. I don't know if I had any of the animals. But I was going to get that to her. But I did grab these because these Little People right here.
I can tell you why you grabbed them. They're Little People.
They're Little
There's
People,
no because.
yes.
There's no other need for a because.
Right. But these 3 Little People and this vehicle went to, I think it was called Discovery Main Street. It was just one set that only these people went to. They have interactive bottoms, see, and they've got the silver feet. I have one of these listed. I think it's Eddie. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and end his listing. And even though I've got 2 Eddies, I'm going to make a lot, bump the price up, and hopefully somebody who's found one at a yard sale and just trying to buy the replacement people will go ahead and grab this. I also think like this table and chairs, all of these I'll probably make one lot as a replacement. But I also found these are the what are they for the carnival ride, the roller coaster cars. I think I've got 3 of these. I'll go ahead and list them either separately so somebody can buy them individually, or I may just make a lot of them. And then I just picked up some of the circus animals. And they charged me $5 for the whole bucket. These are all still from that church sale. Look how cute. Just had to get it. It's Dumbo, but it's a purse. I'm hoping maybe $12 to $15. It does need a bath, but I just couldn't resist. Very adorable. Oh, this was from the yard sale. It was in the Terror Dome. I tend to pick up all things like this. This is vintage Powerpuff Girls. It needs cleaned. I'll probably just take it outside. It's hot today anyway. Spray it down. But, you know, I tested it. It does open up with no issue. So I'm hoping, I don't know, maybe $15, $20 or more for it. Last 2 things. This also was from that church yard sale. It is Small Wonders. Look how absolutely adorable. There is one that's like similar to this, but it's got a little girl's face with the little feet hanging off. I just thought it was sweet. And I'm thinking like $12 to $15 for it. And then I didn't even check comps. And I'm not quite sure. I think when I opened this up, it was all working. But this is Disney. Let me see if I turn it on. Look at that. Little Mermaid. And then when you open it up, look. Had all the little figures. Don't know. Let's turn it off on the bottom. I just look, the little clam. No idea. I'm hoping maybe 15 plus for it. I got to make sure they're all in there so I don't lose them. It was such an amazing rummage sale at a church. I love going to them. But then, like, we went to a couple this weekend and we got a few things, but for the most part, they were not anywhere near as excellent as the one we went to.
No, we went to
at least 2, right?
We went to 2 yesterday and 1 on Friday.
Yeah.
And we got some.
We got
2 of them
some.
were fairly close, but there just wasn't nearly as much.
No. So, you know, it's hit and miss, just like the subdivision sales. You know, sometimes there's tons of sales, and then sometimes there's 2. and they call it a subdivision sale. So, you know, it's still, I love going yard selling right now, but I know by like August, September, into October, then it's like, okay, do we have to go? I need to stay home and work. But right now I'm loving getting out and just finding all of these treasures. Definitely. All right, get to work. Bye.